What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Research Institution. Diablo 4, huh? Are you guys playing it right now? Didn't they just release a new season or something? You know, as much as it pains for me to say it, I'm not even playing the current season. Don't have any interest. And what's even more crazy is how I didn't even bother to see what they changed. Because at this point, you just kind of know that it's going to suck. You know what I'm saying? However, there's a couple things they could do that would make the game quite all right. And hell, if they want, they could even use the advice that I say in this video to make Diablo 4 a better game. Now, is it going to be great? Well, there's going to be a lot of things they're going to have to do to make it great, but there's just a couple little things that would make this experience far better. They're kind of known to catfish us. They hoodwinked us with that whole Mephisto bullshit that apparently you fight his dog at the end instead and not him. Not that it matters. I mean, people are like, oh, Iceman, once they bring Diablo into the franchise, it's going to be good. They're like, oh, what's a Diablo game without Diablo? That's where you're wrong. You want to know what's going to happen when they introduce Diablo into Diablo 4? Well, it's just going to be a reskin of all the other bosses that are already reskins of one another, okay? It's a very fundamental problem here where there's like no development going on. It's just reskins of shit, you know? And then the characters that just blend together. Oh, Iceman, but they got to bring the Paladin. That'll make the game good. You poor fool. The Paladin is just going to be a reskin of the Spiritborn with a mix of maybe some... What's the other class? The Demon Hunter thing? I can't remember the fucking name of the class. The Rogue? Yeah, the Rogue. I can't remember the name of the classes anymore. It's just so fucking bad. But here's the thing. How do you fix it? It's not by introducing Diablo, okay? It's not by giving us the Paladin. Like I said, they're going to be reskins of what's already there. Fundamentally, it's going to be the same mathematics and shit. It's just it's going to have different paint over the skills and stuff. That's what most of this game is, unfortunately. I think that it was most likely a dated, at this point, AI that made Diablo 4. All right, this game wasn't even made by real people. It was just made by AI. That's why it's a bunch of garbage. But all you need is a few people with integrity to make this game half decent. I kid you guys not, some of y'all are saying it was a better time when it first released than what it is now. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about that? And you know, when this game first released, what's interesting now, this isn't the entirety of it all. When it comes to the problem with Diablo 4, but it actually is a lot of it. The items, the hunt, the treasure hunt, the chase. You remember back when the game was released? Oh, there's a shako, but nobody can find it. Some guy in Korea found it. It's not even that good. Well, that was kind of the point. You didn't want it to be that good because, like, nobody was going to find the damn thing. But it was sort of like a crown of achievement, literally and metaphysically speaking. But it actually was sort of imbued with chase items, this game. That's no longer the case. Now it's all the same bullshit. Mythic this, mythic that. Items are raining from the sky. You open up a chest, it takes like 1 minute straight for all the loot to come out of it. You're just sitting there waiting for the loot. Like the euphoria is gone. You know, they've destroyed it. You know, like how if you're an addict or something and you love to snort this or that, it comes to a point where it's just really no longer fun. You're just numb. All right. You're not even comfortably numb. In fact, you're numb to your detriment. You're brain dead. You're fucked. That's what they've done with this. Just loot everywhere all the time, always, you know? And the stuff that you find, it doesn't do anything interesting. It's just your numbers are a little higher. Your numbers are a little higher. Your offense is a little higher. Your defense is a little higher. That's all it is. It's nothing to look forward to. It just shows the numbers on the screen get a little bigger, you know? It's such fucking bullshit. It's like, I could make a better game than this. And I have no interest in doing that. And I could make a better game than this. A lot of you guys could as well. That's what's so insane about this whole endeavor. It's like they don't even want to make money anymore. I mean, that's why a lot of these companies are doing this garbage. And it's not just video games, it's entertainment in general. Look around. You guys know it. A lot of you guys who are in the know, a lot of you guys who watch these videos, they're doing this bullshit on purpose, man. If they gave us what we wanted, they would give us what we want, you know? But they're clearly not doing that. But I digress. There's a couple things they could do. Here's one thing. Bring back ultra rare items. Oh, Iceman, but no, then I'm not going to play because I'm not going to be able to find them. Here's how you fix that. The key is to have tiers and tiers of rarity. You have some in the middle here where people play like 1,000 hours will find a couple maybe. You have some a little higher where they have to play like 10,000 hours, maybe you'll find some. But of course, with chance and rolls and stuff like that, that's what makes these games interesting. It's like, oh, I don't want to play 10,000 hours. It doesn't mean you have to play 10,000 hours, dumbass. That's the appeal, is you could really find it early on if you get really fucking lucky, you know? I mean, that's the appeal. It's a fucking treasure hunt. You know? This game's a treasure hunting game. This isn't an FPS or something, you know, where it requires some skill, dexterity, timing. This is just a number crunch game, and it's a treasure hunt. Okay? Oh, but I spent the tiers and tiers of rarity. I don't know. I mean, that means I can't find it all. It's a fucking point, man. If you're a pirate who goes on treasure hunts and somebody tells you, hey, look, there's so much treasure out there, varying things of this and that, different kinds, different attributes, different effects, some unknown, some unusual, some just ridiculous, some enticing. There's so much out there that you're never going to find it. Does that make the treasure hunter stop? No! It gives you all the more reason to go out and get some fucking treasure, because you're like, damn, are you serious? There's that much out there? And I could find something that maybe no one else has found? Because of these like tiers and tiers of rarity and chance and everything else that's implemented into these systems? You're going to be like, hell yeah, let's get going. All the more reason for me to go treasure hunting. You know, I mean, that's how this stuff works. So what they need to do is make more items with different tiers of rarity. So you're playing with your boys, and you're going to find something down here. He's going to find something up here, but he's not going to find the thing down here. But maybe you'll find something higher than him and somewhere in between. And so it allows and it spawns this diversification in builds. You see what I'm saying? That will be the factor of what allows you to have a build different from everyone else. The more items you add with lower, higher, mid tiers of rarity, the more variables will be at play when it comes to chance, itemization, build diversity, and everything else. All right, that's how you do it. I mean, goddamn. There's not that many items in this freaking game. How could you not do that if you're making this kind of game? It's like, who the fuck is running the show here? Like I said, I mean, it's like AI's making this bullshit. And it's a dated, dumbed down AI, okay? There's no creativity involved. It's just some bullshit. But like I said, if they were to listen to this video, send the video out to them. They don't got to pay me anything, all right? I just want a good fucking game. I'm tired of this. You know, when I was a kid, I dreamed about the Diablo games of the future. I was like, can you imagine how good they're going to be? It's like they're going to be realistic. There's going to be so much depth. They're going to learn so much from what they've done in the past. It's just going to be even better. But is that the reality? No, it's fucking worse. Which is just almost unbelievable. I'm telling you guys, we could make a better game. And this isn't bullshit. We've seen it happen. Oh, Iceman, that's not true. You just say you can make a better game. You just think we can. No, dumbass. Look at the mods. Look at Project Diablo 2 for Diablo 2. It's like Diablo 2 and then everything we ever fucking wanted in it. And they can't even, like, create new fundamentals of shit. They just have to work with what they have. If you actually, like, own the fundamentals of all this bullshit, you could add even more. Imagine how good it'd be then. They're just fans who are working what they have. And there's, like, everything in that we've all wanted, and they're continually adding to it in ways that they can. And these people are just doing it as a fucking hobby, you know? It's not like this is their career, you know? Like, doesn't Blizzard have people working on this stuff? Don't they have, like, college degrees and shit? In system design and games and shit? And numbers and shit and math and I'm probably not economists anymore. It's really been simplified, hasn't it? Remember back in the day, like with World of Warcraft, they'd have like these economists working on the fucking game? Nice auction house, good itemization, good trade system, everything else. Probably just a thing of the past, but I'm telling you guys, we could make a better game. I could make a better game than this. All right? Give me like one fucking day. And I could give them the correct advice to really make a good game. But okay. Give us some of those. Give us a big variety of items with varying rarity. And that means rarity that you might never find. That's just how it fucking works, okay? I mean, this is from a guy who played Diablo 2 for like decades. I'm still playing the damn game. I make videos of it several times a week. And there are so many items in that game that I've never found. Does that stop me from playing? No! God damn. It's about the chase. It's about the item hunt. It's about the variability of things every playthrough and everything else. It's about the unknowns breaking out through the adventure. But another thing they got to do is take those numbers, those big billions and trillions and all that bullshit, take it down a few notches, okay? In fact, take it down a lot of notches. We don't need those big-ass fucking numbers. Those incomprehensible numbers. Why do they, like, buy into this? They're like, oh, bigger numbers better. We don't want them to go play the other game by the other company because the numbers... So we got to have the biggest numbers here. And that'll make, like, the babies and toddlers find appeal to it. They'll be like, oh, the numbers are so fucking big, I don't even know what to call them. You got to have shit that you can comprehend. And that's not the entirety of it either. What you got to do, like with like in some example, I would play the Necromancer, the minion build. It forces us into one fucking build. It's like, oh, mages do 30,000 more percent more damage, you know? When you're dealing with big ass numbers like that, it forces you up into that build. It's like, oh, there's no other choice. It just funnels you up into that if you want to keep pressing through and everything. Those numbers are too big. You got to reduce them by a lot. Because then you could get sort of to the higher area of the game in terms of difficulty or whatever. And then you can mess around a little bit up at the top. You can tweak your build. You can screw around with different minion types and different damage types. Maybe throw in some magic damage in the midst. Some bone spear, everything else. But you can't do that when you have these numbers so fucking big. When these multipliers are so big, it's like, oh, I need to select make damage on every single piece of gear. And now when I try to use Bone Spirit, it doesn't even hurt the fucking enemy. Because I'm so far up in the difficulty, and I'm forced to use mage damage if I want to be optimal, so every piece of gear has mage damage and everything else is just useless. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is applicable to, like, everything in the fucking game. Take those numbers down. I mean, and another thing, you guys gotta make the characters visually appealing. I'm so tired of this fucking bullshit. We're looking at these characters the whole damn time we're playing the game, okay? It's good. People like looking at things that they find visually appealing, believe it or not. It's why in movies, entertainment, everything else, they're generally good looking, you know? And god damn have you butchered some of these fucking characters. Holy shit. The men and the women alike, or whoops, we can't say that, can we? Type A, type B alike. You fucked them both up. They're ugly as fuck. Okay? God damn, I try to play as a supposed female necromancer. The bitch has a jaw like a fucking square. Alright? They even shaved off her titties. I'm not even kidding you guys. They shaved them right off. They did that mid-season, like a couple seasons ago. It's just crazy. Just flat as a fucking board. You know, we like having visually appealing characters. In variety, you know, you gotta, like, they think it's racism or something. Is that what's going on here? They're like, oh, Iceman, we can't do that. It's racism to have, like, a snow region with, like, snow-oriented shit and a snow theme, you know? And, like fucking snow people and shit, you know? Like, it's like, it just causes everywhere to be the same. It's just everything all at once, all the time. So there's no fucking variety. Where you play a game like Path of Exile 2, for example, they have the theme, you know? You go to the fucking jungle. You got the jungle folk, you know? You got all this other bullshit. Bitches smoking a cigar. She's like a voodoo bitch or something. All right? And that's a modern game, too. It's like they were daring enough to do that. And then you go to the fucking desert. They're riding on camels and shit, you know? Making little gyros and shit, you know? That's like as far as I've gotten in that game. But you see what I'm saying? There's no theme anymore. These fucking idiots are like, oh, it's racism to do that. You fucking retards. It's good to have fucking variety. God damn. You think I want to eat a fucking steak every day for the rest of my life? No. And I like steak. It's probably my favorite food. Like having tacos sometimes, like having fucking pizza. You see what I'm saying? God damn. They're like, oh, we can't, it's right. And they're doing this shit on purpose, you know? You gotta have the visually appealing characters. Bring women. Why can't there be women in these fucking games? God damn. They're all fucking dudes. Visually appealing characters. And like diversity in the regions and everything. Or variety by region, you know? Like themes to the region. That's fun. You know, it's nice when you think, oh, I can go somewhere else and there's going to be a different theme there. Instead of just all the fucking shit all the time, all at once, always, you know? It's just, that's why this game, it feels the same when you're on there for 10 minutes to when you're on there for 30,000 fucking hours. You go on there and you watch somebody playing it and you're like, oh, what's changed? It looks like it did the first 10 minutes you fired this thing up. You know, like you're doing the same skills. It's the same enemies coming at you from all over, all the varying types all at once. I mean, when you mesh it all together like that, there's no longer any variety. You know, they've destroyed it in the name of attempting variety or something. It's fucking bullshit, but if you do these things, this is going to be a good game, okay? And I got more than just that, so send this video to Blizzard. Like I said, I don't need to get paid for this, okay? I'll do it for free. Send this video to Blizzard, send it to their Twitter, send it to their Facebook, send it to their YouTube. And, I mean, I'm going to help them make a good game, man. You know? I'm doing this shit for free. So if you guys are with me on this, give me a hell yeah in the comments below. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.